The Kraelion Empire, a powerful and ruthless aerial force, had set its sights on Earth. Their goal was to enslave the human race and exploit their resources. The Kraelion warriors were unmatched in aerial combat, and their technology far surpassed that of humanity. The Kraelion Empire's history was marked by conquest and domination, and their power and influence were felt throughout the galaxy. They had conquered countless worlds, enslaving millions of beings and exploiting their resources. The Kraelion Empire's invasion. The Kraelion Empire's invasion of Earth began on a fateful day in April 2157. Their massive warships descended upon the planet, unleashing a barrage of destruction upon the human cities. The humans, caught off guard, were quickly overwhelmed. The Kraelion Empire's forces swept through the planet, conquering city after city, and enslaving millions of humans. The humans were forced to work in labor camps, toiling under the harsh conditions and brutal treatment of their Kraelion overlords. Humanity's resistance. But the humans refused to give up. A small group of rebels, led by Lieutenant Jackson, had been secretly working on a plan to resist the Kraelion Empire's occupation. They had been gathering resources, recruiting allies, and planning a counterattack. Lieutenant Jackson, a brilliant strategist and a skilled pilot, had been instrumental in organizing the human resistance. He had brought together a diverse group of individuals, each with their own unique skills and expertise. There was Maria, a brilliant hacker who had infiltrated the Kraelion Empire's computer systems, Sergei, a former Russian Spetsnaz operative who had trained the human rebels in combat tactics, and Dr. Patel, a scientist who had been working on a top-secret project to develop a new technology that could counter the Kraelion Empire's advanced systems. The plan was to infiltrate the Kraelion Empire's tower, disable their control systems, and spark a rebellion among the human slaves. It was a daring plan, but it was the only hope the humans had to defeat the Kraelion Empire. The team set out on their mission, sneaking past Kraelion guards and making their way to the tower. They encountered numerous obstacles, from Kraelion patrols to treacherous terrain, but they persevered. The infiltration. Finally, they reached the tower and made their way inside. They moved quickly, avoiding detection by the Kraelion guards and making their way to the central control room. The Emperor, realizing his empire was about to fall, activated the tower's self-destruct mechanism, hoping to destroy the humans in the tower. The final confrontation. But Lieutenant Jackson was prepared. He and his team had anticipated this move, and they had made sure to disable the self-destruct mechanism earlier. The Emperor was shocked as Lieutenant Jackson and his team took control of the tower, ordering the Kraelion forces to stand down. The Kraelion Empire's forces, realizing their leader had been defeated, surrendered. The humans were victorious, and the Kraelion Empire was forced to sign a treaty, granting humanity their freedom and sovereignty. The aftermath. The Kraelion Empire's defeat marked a turning point in human history. The Empire's technology and resources were absorbed by humanity, propelling them forward in their development. Lieutenant Jackson and his team were hailed as heroes, and their bravery and cunning would be remembered for generations to come. The Kraelion Empire, once a dominant force in the galaxy, was now a shadow of its former self. The humans had proven themselves to be a force to be reckoned with, and the galaxy would never be the same again. Epilogue. As the Kraelion Empire's forces retreated, Lieutenant Jackson and his team explored the tower, discovering secrets and technologies that would change the course of human history. They found advanced propulsion systems, advanced medical technology, and advanced energy sources. The Kraelion Empire's defeat also led to a new era of cooperation between humans and other alien species. The galaxy was no longer dominated by a single power, and humanity was now a major player in the intergalactic community. The Kraelion Empire, though defeated, was not destroyed. They retreated to the outer reaches of the galaxy, plotting their revenge and rebuilding their forces. The humans, aware of the Empire's intentions, prepared for the inevitable war to come. And so, the story of the Kraelion Empire's defeat and the rise of humanity as a major power in the galaxy came to an end, but the next chapter in the galaxy's history was just beginning. The Kraelion Empire would return, and the humans would be ready. The war between the Kraelion Empire and humanity would rage on, shaping the future of the galaxy and determining the fate of countless worlds. The end.